Hi everybody. As the title kind of specified, the rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Of course, you know that's a joke. I mean, you guys know that I've started working again, and that's just kind of thrown my schedule a little cattywampus, if you know what I mean. Um, I just figured I would touch base, check in, and kind of give you guys an update on the happenings and the what's lays ahead and all that other stuff. So I am officially down 30 pounds. So progress. I will take in any and every bit of it. Um, Work has been off the chain, and you guys saw probably some of you guys probably saw the short. Um, I don't know how long I'll be with this place because there's a lot of things that are going on there that are not making sense. Stuff that is just kind of rubbing me the wrong way. Um, Stuff that could very well produce um, the necessity to go in front of a judge and raise my right hand and give testimony on cases and stuff like that. So, I do not like going to court. I have done it before. There is nothing fun about it, and I do what I can to avoid that at all costs. So, while I'm there, I'm gonna write out the schedule that I have already committed to, and I'm gonna be looking for a second job so that I can make my time at the current place as little as humanly possible, if not completely nil. Um, Backtracking a little bit on losing the 30 pounds. I am officially in a size 14 comfortably. All of my large scrubs are starting to get a little loose. So, again, progress. I'll take it. I am actually working on a video, a um, kind of like what I eat in a day sort of thing, because I'm sure a lot of people may not have very in depth information on what intermittent fasting entails. So I figured, couldn't hurt. Um, Update on the dad front. I called him yesterday because of a situation at work, and I just wanted to see if, the steps that I had taken um, seemed appropriate. Normally, that back in the day, my mom would have been the go-to. I mean, my mom was a nurse and worked her way up from being a CNA all the way to a nurse practitioner. So she had over 35 years of experience. So, she was always the first person that I called. And given the time of the morning and everything, I texted my dad and we talked about all that. And then the conversation went all over the place like it usually does. And then he proceeds to tell me, oh, by the way, we're getting married on the 30th. So when my dad first brought up the fact that he was going to propose to this woman, he kept saying, and he said it more than once. He says we may get married a year from now. We may get married 5 years from now. But I just know that I want to be with her. But fast forward 3 weeks from the time that he's proposed, and we're getting married in 30 days. So make that make sense. I several members of my family have had conversations with me about it. We actually had a group phone call about it at one point. And I have kind of just told them the same thing that I've told you guys before, that I am protecting my peace in all this. I am not willing to devote the kind of energy to argue and fight with him. I don't honestly believe that this is actually a fully functional working relationship, seeing as they have only known each other for about 4 months and have never coexisted. So, I mean, never lived together. So they don't know each other as well as my dad seems to think. But it is what it is. Um, Supposedly there's going to be prenups involved because he has stuff and she has stuff, and they don't want any issues in that regard, which is fine, whatever. But as I had said previously, this relationship in my mind is and well, not in my mind, but my assessment of the situation is based on the comments that he makes about not wanting to be alone. Um, and it's been my experience that any relationship developed out of loneliness usually ends up imploding at some point. So this is not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's just a matter of when. And realistically, despite how much I love my dad, when this explodes, you know, and it falls apart, I'm not going to be able to pat him on the back and say, poor dad, because I fully warned him when the discussion about this woman and him dating her initially came up. So that's where we're at. Now, as to the wedding itself, he made it a point to say, obviously, you and your younger brother are invited, and then D is invited, which is my older brother, and then and I'm not sure about F, that's my sister, because I don't know if she is going to handle it well, and I don't really want there to be any drama. So there's all that. But I have not entirely decided if I'm going or not. I have actually already, prior to like a week ago, I have already signed up for all the shifts for June that I opted in on. And one of those shifts happens to be on the day that he's dictated. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm really still not in a good place with all of this. And I do not want the perception to be that because I am there that I am okay with it, which is how it would probably be taken. Um, so, I mean, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Um, I don't agree with it. I just don't. I can't. And it has nothing to do with the fact that, I feel like he should be miserable and alone for the rest of his life because he was married to my mom for so long. It's the fact that I don't feel like he is going into it with a clear head. I don't think he's thinking things through. And, I mean, I've been divorced. It's messy. And I've tried to have conversations with him where he doesn't really want to hear anything that I have to say. And I think it's mainly because he can't get past the fact that I'm his kid. All he sees is that I'm his kid. He doesn't see that I'm a fully functional, independent adult who has experiences that he has never had. Um, so, I mean, it's really kind of tough. It's a tough situation, you know? So, that's where I'm at with that. Um, Specifically, the current happenings is pretty well all covered. Did some more gardening work. I planted a mulberry tree and a banana tree. And I've got more projects ahead because, that gives me physical outlet for stress and stuff like that, and it's overall good for your mental health to create life and nurture life. And since I don't have kids and all I have is rotten fuzzy butts, that for me is pretty ideal. Um, this weekend, over the next 2 days, I believe it's tonight. Yeah, tonight and tomorrow night. Well, there's actually a 4-day music festival going on. It's on the opposite side of the bay. I'm going to be going to tonight and tomorrow night. It's country music, which I don't listen to a lot of, but I used to. Tonight, Justin Moore and Miranda Lambert are showing out, so I'm going to go out for those. And then tomorrow night is Kenny Chesney, so I'm going out for that. I have seen Miranda Lambert and Kenny Chesney before. They both put on great shows. The only part of that kind of makes me a little nervous is that they both have songs that even before my mom died made me cry, and there is an emotional connection with those songs secondary to my mom because of the fact that we were at those concerts together, and that we would end up crying together. So I'm kind of worried about going out to a public place. and having their and sitting there boohoo crying over songs, people are going to be looking at me like I have lost my fucking mind, or they're going to think I'm drunk, which I'm not. But either way, that's the assumption. Given that it's a festival, so there's going to be plenty of people drinking. So there's that. Now, trying to think. I may do some video from there for you guys, because it is really, really cool. I mean, everybody's just kind of having a good time. But we'll have to see how it goes from there. I've got some stuff that I'm planning. I don't want to ruin surprises or anything, so I'll kind of break those as they come up, so there's that. I am actually finishing up a project, and then I'm gonna spend probably part of today, part of tomorrow, and then part of Sunday cleaning up and everything. So I'll have my official house tour for you guys, so that you can kind of see. And like I said, I will show you before pictures that were posted online by the previous owner of the house before she sold it, so that you can see the visual changes of everything that I've done to the place. So that's what I've got. I appreciate you guys checking in. Do not ever worry about me just kind of falling off. I mean, even if I get bored, I would at the very least, I'll get on the computer and go live or something so that we can just sit around and BS or whatever, and just talk about random weird off the wall stuff, because I love conversations like that anyway. So that's what I've got. Again, thank y'all for coming out. I really appreciate you guys. It's good checking in with y'all. And don't forget what my mom said. Be sure to dream, and dream big, because dreams are free. But if you want to see and do and have those things, the hustle's going to cost you extra. So get out and hustle. Y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. Take care of you. Hug your loved ones. I'll catch up with you later. Bye, y'all.